Just a moment, I'm going to count backwards from 3 to 1. And in that countdown, you'll be transported from where you currently are into the hallway of your personal undevelopment and achievement sanctuary. And the reason we're going there is for you to align, to step in place, to step in harmony with that part of you that brings you your success, brings you your joy. So if you're ready, 3, 2, 1, transported into the hallway of your sanctuary of personal undevelopment and achievement. And as you begin to walk down the hallway, walking towards your open sanctuary, where you can ask any question, where you can have access to anything that you need that serves you well. And in this moment, you're going to arrive at the sanctuary with the intention of working on the best parts of your future growth, using your skills and talents and abilities to take yourself to the next level. You understand that after attending the 15-part series on decision of self, that you have the capabilities to realign with your vision, realign with your dreams, and make them come true. Not just wishes, actual facts. And so we're going to integrate some relaxation, some visualization. We talked in the program a lot about emotional awareness. Today we're going to talk about emotional anchoring to help you access the clarity that you know you need, the focus that you know you desire, and make sure that you have a clear, powerful purpose. So feel yourself becoming very present in this moment inside your sanctuary, whether you be sitting down in your sanctuary or lying down, or maybe even simply walking about. As you move into this state of relaxation, I want you to feel a certain level of familiarness. You've been here before. You've done this before. You've done it in the privacy of your own personal sanctuary, a place where all of the noise of the world fades, and the only thing that matters is your connection to yourself. So the first part of this meditation takes us back to session 1, where we started to think about who we are, who we're becoming. What is this identity? And oftentimes, we're told to think of all of the things that we want, all of the things that we're becoming. And in doing so, We sometimes gather those thoughts, those ideas, and stack them on top of things we don't want, things that don't serve us. I want you to imagine in your sanctuary, there's a warm, radiant light. And as you step closer to this light, to this source of the light, you feel its gentle, encouraging way. It's encouraging you to release old, non-productive conversations. We may call them old stories. But you want to release, allow yourself to release, allow your body to release these energies, these thoughts that kept us stuck. And when we change our thoughts, we change our stories, we're looking to change, we wind up changing. It becomes very much a part of us, the changing of our beliefs and fears. Sometimes when we decide we're going for something and we can go for it and there's no doubt and we're moving it, we've never done it before, yet we step into it with such a conviction that our old beliefs and our old fears no longer serve us, and we become fully aware of that. Imagine these old stories like layers. If you've ever stripped paint off of something that had a lot of coats on it, you know what it's like to this color, that color. Oh my gosh, where's the wood, right? Or where's the steel? This thing has 50 layers of paint on it. That would be crazy to paint something and just keep painting over it and over it and over it. I want you to become aware of the things you've been stacking your success model on top of. And as you begin to see these layers playing out, what happens when you truly connect with yourself? When you feel this level of comfort and calmness and creativity, imagine these old layers like an onion peeling away. And as they release, you feel yourself becoming lighter, freer, more in touch, more in tune, more aligned with your dreams than ever before. Do you still feel the glow of the warm light around you? I want you to have the version of you, the best version of you that's achieved all of the goals that you want to achieve in the coming months and years. I want you to have that person step forth from the glow of the light. This is the person that made the decision of self, the one who lives with clarity, the one who lives with confidence, the one who lives with your true self. Do you feel that? Do you grasp the level of commitment that you can make to yourself simply by making the decision? So now, as this light continues to grow, become aware of the person that has made this decision of self. Who is this one that lives willing, wanting, working to clarify, working to build confidence, and to align themselves to get in order with someone about the power of their vision, becoming aligned with your true self. And when you do that, you feel the purpose that you have come forth, your definite major purpose. Now, as you're standing there with this version of you that is, that will, that has already started doing the things necessary for you to achieve these goals, imagine standing there with this person, this version of you. What does it look like to you? Notice how they breathe. What's the energy they radiate? If you were to write down the energy radiated by the version of you that is using all of the tools available to them, and you see that somebody is using your profile to access content. What does your profile say about you? When these people think about you and put your name down on this sheet, what's the level of confidence they have in you? Just making sense? Notice again how that version of you is breathing, walks, talks, the words they use. So now take a step closer to that version of you, the best version of you, able to resolve any challenges that you have going forward in the 21st and 22nd and 23rd. And you have access to all of these decades, centuries. So now we're going to talk about anchoring. It's a little physical exercise. You can do it quietly, sitting where you're at. But I'd ask you to participate. I want you to place one of your hands over your heart and repeat silently these words, or follow along and say them out loud. I understand that I have the capacity to create my life. I release what no longer serves me. I choose to align with my highest self. I am ready to live my decision of self. Make sense? So I want you to be, as you're in your sanctuary, I want you to think about which pillar of the 5 pillars, family, body, mind, society, and finances, faith, if that's of value to you, it is to me. I want you to think of the 5 or 6 pillars that you're about to go work on in 2024 and ask yourself, can you get your words to listen closely so that you can trust the answer, so that you can move forward at a speed faster than you thought possible. Does that make sense? So know that you have this formula that you can go back to inside of your sanctuary and take a review of it. Look at it for more guidance. Ask to be brought to different levels of the party, of the festivity, and just become present. So from identity to understanding the value that you bring, understanding how you can say no to more people and create a bigger revenue stream. So, thoughts, comments, questions, takeaways. Would you hear different today? Okay.
Good morning, John.
Good morning, Silky.
How are you?
Outstanding.
That's awesome. Did you have an amazing weekend with the sheep?
I did, and it's still going on. I just left there this morning at 5 a.m. and got home in time to take a shower. And just a moment, let me turn that off. Yeah, I got home just in time to take a shower and get over here.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What was really my takeaway was one of the last things you said, to move faster at a faster speed than you could imagine. I need to move at a faster speed than I can imagine right now. So how can I create that?
Okay. It's a
to you.
Great question. It's a strategy question. You're going to get kind of tired of hearing me say this as we enter into the mastermind. Strategy doesn't get you faster. It's if you've got the car already at full speed, putting a brick on the accelerator doesn't make it go any faster. So in order to go faster, you have to compress time or jump over time. Either way, you're shortening the time from here to the arrival point. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense. But again, how am I
going? It's about state. When you go into trial, you have case law. So you can go pull, you can use whatever the sources are, Nexus, Lexis, Nexus. You can use that, and you can go search for stuff.
Or Westlaw.
But here's the thing: there's no rule book that is written by you for you. There's already a book called the Akashic Records. If you're into that, I believe in that. The Akashic Records say everything that's ever been, everything that'll ever be is already written out. Every version, every 15 million different ways you could do something, there's already a record for it. And every time you hit a touch point, every time you hit a turning point, the records become more clear in that direction. So don't worry about that right now. What's the state you want to be in on December 25th, 2025? What's the state? What's the feeling? And when you get that, you have to ask yourself, like Maria Kondo in whatever it was where she would go in and reorganize people's houses. Does it make you spark? Does it give you spark If the idea doesn't give you the same frequency as you had when you asked for the strategy, it's probably not going to be a quantum jumping or a speed jumping strategy. Because there is no how. To go from where you are to where you want to get to, there's no how. There's only a why. There's a why not. There's a why. And once you have your why, your why determines how you fly. And you're going to do things you've never thought you could do before. You're going to do things you never thought about doing. So my daddy would say the mind of man that made the problem cannot use the same mind that created the problem to solve it. So when you ask how, it's only from the mind that created the problem. That's why we ask how. How do I get out of here? Out of where? Well, out of here. Where's here? I don't know. I just got to get out of here. Not a good answer. So this is where we have the dialogue. This is where we have dialogues with ourselves and conversations with ourselves. Well, where do I need to get out of? The fact that I don't have my $5 million. So what's happened? What's changed now that you've had it? Well, my team has gotten bigger. So what are 50 ways? So this is a big key. Write down 50 ways to get to $5 million. I promise you, any of you who go and start the process of writing out 50 ways to achieve your goal, how many of you just heard the song, 50 ways to leave your lover, slip out the back, Jack, make a new plan, Stan. 50 ways. I promise you that the answer is going to be somewhere probably well after 45 and before 50. But you can't start with 5 to 50, 45 to 50. You got to start at 1, 2. It's called expanding your possibilities. So when you do that, because if you ask how, does the answer exist? Does the possibility of the answer exist? Yes or no? Of you reaching your goal?
Yes.
Okay. Probably a little bit quicker on the response, might be better, but it could have been a delay from our conversation. So if the answer exists and you're not aware of it, where's the answer? Is it inside you or is it outside of you?
Well, it's probably inside of me, but I'm thinking that you have the answer.
Right.
That's what
So the answer is inside of you. It's not inside of me. It can never be inside of me because my answer is never going to work for you. It has to be your answer to work for you, which is where we get delayed in saying, they got to give me the answer. They got to give me the how. And the only reason we ask somebody else for the how is so we can blame them for it. Ooh,
bonus.
Somebody asks you for a script. Anybody ever ask you for a script?
all the time.
Yeah, they want to blame you because I tried it and it doesn't work.
And
well,
yes,
how did you say
it? Many times. I know the feeling.
So somebody asks me for a script. I go, what do you want a script for? Well, I want to sell the product. Why do you want to sell the product? Right? You hear me going 7 levels deep without me going, okay, we're going to sit down. We're going to dig into your why. Well, I want to take care of my family. Awesome. What if you just told people, listen, I found a company that's going to let me take care of my family. You want to join me? Well, but I need to tell them about the product. Why? Well, they need to know about the product. Doesn't the company have a PDF file on it? Doesn't it have an MSDS sheet on it? Doesn't it have content and information and videos on it? Well, yeah. So then why are you doing the work that's already done? You just want to be busy. You don't want to be successful. Why do you want to be busy? Yeah, but I need to learn the stuff. For what? Does the company pay you more if you know it? If I don't know it and you know it, and we both enroll people at the middle package, do I get less money than you because you know all of the ingredients? Then why would I waste 1 second learning all the ingredients if it's already there? Well, I'm going to get asked that. Well, because you want to be asked that. Do you want to be asked about all the ingredients? Then why would you learn it? Say, hey, listen, you can go to www.ingredients.com and you can learn all about the company's products. Because they're thinking, oh my God, if you know it all, I got to know it all, and I could never do it.
Yeah, you're right.
So the leverage is the thing that's going to get you there is a system. Everybody write it down. System. And this isn't an email list, although that's part of the system. It's not a landing page. It could be part of the system, but you have to find a system that allows you to do $5 million work. And is teaching comp plan $5 million work?
No,
No. So why would you ever teach comp plan?
I don't.
Good. So what avenue, right? So you have a company that's an amazing company. The owners are awesome. And there's multiple, right? There's you in the center. Then there's this wheel called by design. And there's all these spokes that get to you. There's all this, the wheel, the outside of the wheel, there's 1,000 different ways to get people to come talk to you. Have you listed all of the ways that that you can promote, intrigue, inspire, get people to raise their hand and go, "Ooh, I want to learn more about that." What are all of the spokes for people to get to you? That's what we're going to discuss in the mastermind. But for those of you that aren't, let me give you an idea. So if you have a wheel and you got to get people on the wheel and you got to keep them on the wheel, and eventually once they get on the wheel, they're going to go, "Oh, I like that." And they're going to slide down the spoke to you. How many of you have ever had somebody that you talk to in your business sign up 3 or 4 years later? Type in the chat, how long is the longest time that you had from introduction to them signing up? Was it 6 months? 6 years? One of mine, the biggest, fastest group I've had was 7 years. Took me 7 years. Not that I've ever planned on it, but 7 years. So in 7 years, I went from mentorship to business partner inside of 3 weeks because of the 7-year experience, the 7-year relationship. And in the next 12 months, we had 30,000 people in our organization. Now, did it only take 7 months? No, it took 7 years and 7 months. How long are you willing to pay it forward so you can get the return? So these are the questions you need to begin to ask is, what is the state? What is the system? So my system is to give the best I have it as often as I can. And these, one brother in particularly, I mentored him for 7, now it's almost 12 years, but it was 7 years before we did a nickel's worth of business. Why would I do that? Because I like him. He liked me. I liked talking to him. I liked being of service to him. He didn't take advantage. He implemented it. If you're sharing your content and they're not doing anything with it, stop sharing. Especially if they're not compensating you for it. If they're compensating you for it, stop taking their money. Wait, what? If you're giving it away and they're not doing it, stop talking to them. If they're paying you for it and they're not doing it, stop taking their money. It's why you feel bad.
I don't feel bad.
I didn't say you did. I'm talking generally.
Okay.
But you did feel bad when people quit, right?
Well, I don't take it personally when people
Yes,
quit.
you do. Oh, Silky, I love you. You tell me you don't take it personally, but you go, I get upset when people, I don't know why I can't believe it doesn't make sense. The whole thing left. I can't listen, unless you're a robot, you need to get out of the business if that didn't affect you. If that didn't affect you, get out because you're not going to have the emotional, the EQ, the emotional quotient to do it. It did affect you. It didn't affect you as it would affect somebody else. But you're not a robot. You're a loving, caring, beautiful human being who wants to see people have more of what they want, less of what they don't. And
Okay,
there's a
makes
shift. There's a shift happening in you that you are responsible to them, not for them. And that's a huge difference. Because when people still struggle with what I'm sharing, I say, isn't that fascinating? I need to get better. It affects me because I realize I need to get better. I don't need you to get better, right? I don't ask for things to get easier, ask for you to get better. So I know that I have to adjust. I have to tweak, change, to eliminate, add, right? Either add more of something, add less of something, start something, stop something. Those are the only four things I could do. So when you think about this $5 million program, start with the emotional side of it. What is it like when the company flies you on the world-class trip? They fly you out to the corporate to do the live workshop training. How did you go from this to this and get in state and then reverse engineer it?
sense.
And it's all emotional. When you are looking to 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x, 50x, there's no strategy that exists. The brain can only comprehend 2x, maybe 3x. And if we're going beyond that, doesn't mean we can't do it. It's just we can't come up with a strategy that would allow us to do it. We have to come up with a state that allows us to quantum leap. Right? Imagine if all of a sudden you came across somebody, you were in state and you were flying somewhere, and all of a sudden you met somebody that was in charge of uh, a, a travel company that was going out of business, and they didn't have a place to put their 500 people. You're like, oh, I can handle that tomorrow. Really? Right? All of a sudden, it's like, you won't believe what happened if I had 500 people join me in a week. Think about how many people need to be in your business in month 12 to be doing $1 million. Because in the previous 11 months, you'll probably have done 3 million, 4 million in volume in income. But that last month, it's going to be $1 million month. So then reverse engineer it. How many people do you need in your business model doing whatever it is you want to do to hit $1 million in a month? And then you reverse engineer it. And then as you reverse engineer it, you get excited about it, saying, now I'm in this state. What talent, skill, or resource do I need in my life to arrive at this destination? And it's simply asking ourselves questions. The second we ask how, the brain says, you don't have an answer for that. If we say, wow, what a fascinating response I'm looking forward to. I can't wait for the universe to reveal to me the perfect strategy to allow me to arrive at that. If I knew the answer, and I probably do, it would be, and watch ideas start to flow in.
I love that. That's that's an amazing way to look at it. I can
Yep.
do that.
And as you start that, what happens is a couple of things happen. silly things happen, you'll go and, okay, I'm going to write down my 50 things. Your pen's going to go out of ink. You're going to spill your water on the pen. You're like, oh my gosh, why does this happen? And you just have to giggle and go, wow, isn't that fascinating? I'm about to uncover the secret for me, and this crazy cuckoo stuff keeps happening. How awesome is that? I'm on the right track.
Thank you, Sean.
Your brain and your body, the neuroencoding, are going to do so much to try to avoid it. And I can promise you, not one thing that's about to happen will have as much impact 6 months from now as it did today. And if it didn't, and if it loses its ability to impact, to shift, to change, or its ability, or its story will adapt and adopt 6 months from now, then don't wait 6 months. Adapt it and adopt it and start giggling now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I love you.
Love you too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Who else? Thoughts, comments, questions, takeaways? Take with you.
Hey, Superstar, just to say thank you for the session today. Really looking forward to the message that, hey, we're starting the mastermind. I'm actually off to Bosnia today for New Year's Eve. Awesome. I'm going to be going to Daniela's homeland.
Yes.
And we're very excited about it. Wish you guys Happy New Year's. Christmas has already passed for you, but wish you the happy rest of the holidays. I'll see you all.
Yours is on the 7th, right?
Yes.
Three Kings
yes,
Day.
Sir. Yes, sir. So the 6th is we have Christmas Eve.
Yep.
We'll be going to Grandma. She's going to be preparing fish because on Christmas Eve in Serbia you do something that's called post, and basically you don't eat meat or anything like that. You basically just eat fish and beans and so on. So we're gonna have that, and then we're gonna like a fast, Christina, and we're gonna have Christmas, and I'm really looking forward to the mastermind. Really want to knock it off. I've been thinking about some stuff that's really making me giggle in the past couple of days, and I'm super excited about the change. I just feel differently. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel different in a better way.
And that's the key. It's the feeling different.
And I do feel different. I feel better about myself. I feel confident in myself like I did before. I feel smarter. That's probably, I don't know. Let's see. I'm curious to find out what that means, but I'm really thinking and feeling that a change has taken place, and I'm loving that.
And then,
so thank you.
As you're in your travel, whether it's by car or train or however you're going,
it's by car.
Okay. Allow yourself space to say, okay, I feel different. Who feels different? Is the different feeling the one who is the one who can accomplish all the dreams, which means they don't feel different? Follow me? The version of you that you're stepping into, that you're going, oh my gosh, I feel different. You feel different from the old version.
Yes.
Take away the feeling different, saying, oh, so this is how I'm supposed to feel. Not different. This is the energy I'm supposed to be. This is the version of me that wins.
Yes.
Because if you say I feel different, the old story goes, yeah, I know it feels different. You should get rid of them.
Yes, sir. Because I told you this the other day. I do not want to be the person that says you won't believe what happened. Because that person has stuff happen to him, and they're just amazing, and it's supposed to be. So, thank you. It's been a hell of a wrap up of 2024. Something that really got me out of my boots, especially after what happened. Really gave me faith into coming back, and it was the final thing I needed to kind of get out of the deep water and get to safety, basically. So for me, it was extremely helpful. Thank you once again. I'm looking forward to the mastermind. Thank you, everybody. Love y'all. I'll see you on the other side.
Love you, brother. Safe journey. Happy New Year.
Thank
Happy
you.
Three Kings Day. Love it, love it, love it. Luis, I see your hand is up.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Uh, Give me 1 second, Sean. Give me 1 second. I want to turn on my camera. Okay, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning. Well, I couldn't really get in the call today early enough to listen to the initial part, but yesterday I can confidently say I shifted. Yesterday happened the change of the old and new. And it was an extreme moment of awareness where I, for some reason, it all just hit me. For so many years since I have started like this entrepreneurship journey, I have been chasing the I will be rich, I will be the successful kid, I will be that kid, I will be. And I just I kept on chasing it. I never switched from I am the successful kid. I am that kid that looks like a kid and is an adult and is rich. I already am. And at the moment that I felt that, it was like my whole body reset. Like I felt it. It was a
So again, was it a shift or an arrival?
an arrival.
Because you arrived. The part of the one that knows this showed up. The one that didn't know it goes, "Ooh, this is different." No, it's not.
Yeah, no, it didn't
Have
feel
a
different
seat.
at all. It
Mm-mm.
felt like you've been here for 3 years.
Yep.
You just didn't give it to yourself. You didn't notice. You didn't know you had arrived. And it, I just, it's not that I feel different
Hmm.
because it's like I just sat on my chair.
So you ready for the upgrade?
Let's do it.
What's the next what's the next version that's behind the curtain waiting to arrive?
It's the millionaire, Luis. That's the one I've been saying for the past year. Millonario. I'm the rich
What if
Luis.
it
I'm
was
the
the
millonario.
what if it was the one that simply taught others how to do that?
Oh,
So you can get money from people and become rich. You teach others how to create their own income and you can become wealthy. The difference between rich and wealthy is LeBron James gets a check, he's rich. The guy who writes LeBron James's check is wealthy.
working on that.
It's mindset. You don't have to work on it. It's already there.
Already there. Oh. That's
See,
beautiful.
when we think we have to work on it, we go with the universe goes, oh, I had it right here. Okay, well, let me know when you're done working. I can get it to you. It's like we're always late for a party. I need to go to a party. Oh, but I'm working late. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Does the party still there?
Bonus.
The party goes on whether you're working or not.
Love that.
But this is the way our brain limits us. I'm working on that. Really? Wow. Okay. How's working on it going for you?
Let it happen. It already happened.
Be in state, be in gratitude.
Let it arrive.
It's already here. It doesn't have to arrive. It's already here. We have to we have to allow our vibration to become in harmony with it. That's the whole thing. It's all about harmony.
So what I have to do is just visualize my team already being there.
Well, yeah, that's what you get to do. I wouldn't have to do it.
That's what I get to do. I don't
And
have
then
to
play
do
it
it, right?
deep, and then play it deep. The challenge is the reason the universe says, I don't think you believe it, is because we only go one level. I got 17 people on my business making $250,000 a year. My business is rocking. The universe is like, okay, what's the next ingredient? What do you mean? I got 17 people making $250,000 a year. Yeah, it's like having the bowl that you're going to put the eggs in to make the cake. Are you going to use eggs? What kind of eggs? Ostrich eggs, chicken eggs? What's the next ingredient? And that's what the 7 levels does. It gives you the ingredients to build your story.
It's powerful, Sean. It's a big bonus. Beautiful. Thank you. That's my apportation for the day.
I love it. Nice work.
Thank you, Sean.
Do riches shield us from pandemics? I don't know that they shield us from it. They allow us to operate outside of the fear of any pandemic, right? If you have your health and there's a world pandemic that goes around, you go, I'm not sure I'm going to follow their rules. Or, oh my gosh, I'm going to follow their rules. There's people that were wealthy and did things, and people who were poor did things. I think where the wealth comes in, or what riches allow us, is opportunities. Most people don't even have choices. If you only have this or that, that's not a choice. That's not a choice. If you have to do A or B, that's not a choice. Those are the only solutions you have. Think about your eye doctor. A or B. But how many times does he do A or B? 4, 5, 6 times? Well, they only give you 2 choices. Is this better or that better? Okay, is this better or that better? Do it again. Is this better or that better? So you have choice. It's about having options. And what we get to do when we have conversations with people is show them the options available. And one of the hardest things for us to show them is the option of not taking action. Why? Because we fear the same thing. Some of you are thinking, well, the mastermind, it's $5,000 because I'm on the inner circle. I get a $10,000 discount. Is it really worth 15 grand? Yeah, I can promise you it's worth 15 grand. But I don't have the money. Okay. Keep doing what you're doing. 10 years from now, what's changed? If nothing has changed, because I can promise you're an incremental differential from where you were. It's just human nature. You could be the odd duck that's catapulted and you're continuing to rise, but everybody I know that's risen has lost. And so you're on this average of incremental growth. Great years, bad years. Great years, bad years. Great months, bad months. And the reason is your mindset. And the key word in there is set, not flex. Your mind is set on a certain level of rules you are supposed to play by. Yeah, but I don't know how to play outside of those rules. Right. How's that working for you? And when you continue to play inside of the rules, you'll get the results that you're supposed to get. Most people don't even know the rules to the game they're playing. They don't even know they're playing the game. But if you don't know the rules, you don't know the game. And if your game is to create income, then you have to understand the rules. You have to motivate people. Most people don't know how to motivate people, so they can never play the game of money. Become valuable to valuable people. You learn that. You understand how to move people, how to be valuable to people. People wind up starting to give you things. How many of you have ever wanted to buy a drink for a rich person? or a successful person? Why? They're already got the money. Why should you do it? It's because that's the way we're wired. Who, in order to get in their good graces, I should give them something. Aren't you more valuable than a drink? If you're doing it, it's the intent behind it. Why buy them a drink? Why not stand out and buy them a bottle of champagne or a bottle of their favorite beverage? If you want to stand out, if you want to be different, you're just going along with the herd. If you go, hey, listen, next round's on me. Just, I want you to open up your mind to possibilities, to start to, how could I do this moment different? Just different, not the same, different. Then you can, once you understand and you expose yourself to different, then you can decide positive, negative, quantum leap, non-quantum leap. We just have to pay attention to the rules we're playing by. We say we want more, but we keep playing this. We want to play, we want to win at chess, but we keep playing checkers. I don't know why. The pieces don't even look right. Well, no, because you're playing checkers. You're not playing chess. How many bracelets did you have made for your top income earners? Were they the same ones or were they different? Same ones?
No, they were different.
Okay. Were the
It just
income
had messages of you can do it, you're amazing, you're badass, things like that. The ones for the owners are, I don't know if you can see it. It's like this. It says love by design on it.
Okay.
And they really like them.
So why not change it instead of love by design, love by and their name? Your income earner's name.
Oh, I didn't have that for the income earners. That was for the owners.
No, I know. But why not have that for your team?
To put the names?
Why not? Joy by Silky, joy by Brad, joy by, right? You want to go bring joy to the world. Why not do that? And let them have it. And somebody goes, oh, what's that joy? Because if they see by design, what's by design? It's a company. Well, it's one of those things.
I didn't put by design on the cover.
I know you didn't. I heard the story. You said you put badass and this, that, and the other. Who wants to? I mean, it's great to wear a thing that says badass, but don't you think people would ask me more if they saw love by Connie? Joy by Connie? What is that joy by Connie? Well, it's my business partner. And then you teach them how to tell the story. My business partner wants to bring joy, and she's been joy in my life. And so she gave me this bracelet, Joy by Sean.
That's a great idea. See, you have such amazing ideas. That's why I'm here.
I know. I appreciate that. And you're such a great implementer. I can promise you, if you're part of Silky's team, don't be surprised if in the next 48 hours, you're going to have a joy by something in your mailbox. But see the difference?
Yes.
Because I mean, I like the term badass or boss babe, but not really. It comes with a lot of baggage. If I'm going to do something, why not be different? Yours different as the day is long, Silky. You know that. And some of the things that you're doing is so that you can be more in the crowd. You're not, you go by your own music. It's okay.
Always.
There's a lot of people who want to go by their own music and they need you to lead them. Say, listen, I'm just doing these for my front line. You go do them for your front line. What if that was part of after they hit their second income level check? You say, listen, part of the things we do is these little simple bracelets. They're simple. And listen, love is simple. is everybody on your front line. You go do this, and all of a sudden, that's now gone down 10 levels deep, and everybody shows up at the national convention, and they go, raise your right hand or raise your left hand. Everybody's got the bracelet on. If you've got joy on your hand, raise it. Versus if you're a I'm not a badass, but I got a bracelet from you. So when should I raise my hand? Just a thought. Anyone else? Last thoughts, comments, questions, takeaways, take with yous. Jane's going, looking for my bracelets. Okay. Damn it, Sean. I love it. All right, everybody. I love you tons. I appreciate you so very much. I hope you have an incredible Monday. I think today's Monday. I don't know anymore. Would the days run together? I'm your head brain training, brain scrambling. Let's go have some fun in 2025 Misfit. I'll see y'all where?
At the next event.
At the next event. Somebody give me some Costa Rica.
Pura vida.
Pura vida. And some Lydia.
Peace be with us.
Peace be with us all. And some queen of doing things differently, Jessie Lee Ward.
Boss Lee.
Boss Lee, we love you, girl. And some Fifi.
Gurgly.
Gurgly. Yeah, we say goodbye to Fifi. All right, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow morning. I love you tons. Have a great day. And watch on School. Some cool things going to be happening there. Till then, bye for now.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.